Welcome, Trekkies, to Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown. New game that was released recently. Just got my hands on it. This is not a demo, this is a full playthrough. I am on my third playthrough to see if I can try some different stuff. So come along, strap in the number one chair, and let's see if we can't do this together. Let's start a new game. We'll do the second one. I thought about adjusting some stuff, but now I'm going to leave it as is. One of these playthroughs I am going to do.
A few days back, this Captain Janeway breezes into my cozy penal colony like she owns the place. She's stern and smells like coffee and regulations. And the kicker? She's served with my old man on the Albatani. Turns out her security chief, Tuvok, was playing spy on a Maquis ship that vanished in the Badlands. Now Janeway needs that missing ship found, and because of my past associations, I'm apparently the resident expert on the Badlands. I find the missing Maquis. She puts in a good word for me at my next parole review. Simple. Still, the view is infinitely better than a holding cell. It's not every day you get a front row seat on a brand new Intrepid-class starship's maiden voyage. The USS Voyager. Might even get to touch the helm.
And so the story begins. Gentlemen, welcome to Voyager. Ensign Kim, you're fresh from the Academy, ready for your first deep space assignment. Reporting for duty, Captain. It's an honor to be here. I hope I live up to your expectations. Ensign Kim, I trust you already met Tom Paris, our esteemed observer, a former Maquis pilot who will help us search the Badlands for the Maquis vessel. Well, with all due respect, ma'am, observer is hardly a title befitting my talents. I'm the best damn pilot in this sector. Call me pilot extraordinaire, Ensign. The Maquis, well, I've heard a lot of stories about them. Relax, I was with the Maquis only for a few weeks before I was captured and sent to a lovely little penal colony in New Zealand. Penal colony? You're a convict? Enough chatter, gentlemen. All hands, this is the captain. Report to your stations. Helm, take us into the Badlands. Maximum warp. Scanners are picking up. No other vessels in the system, Captain. It's your time to shine, Mr. Paris. Any idea where your former colleagues might be hiding? It wasn't exactly Marquis of the Year, Captain, but they did prefer underground bases, remote planets, and... Captain, I don't mean to interrupt, but I'm reading a coherent Tetrion beam scanning us and its displacement wave heading towards us. Red alert, helm, evasive maneuvers. Too late, the wave will intercept us in 5 seconds. Brace for impact. Damage report. Major hull and deck damage. The transporters are offline and we're receiving casualty reports. Bridge to sickbay. Doctor, I got injured crew on the bridge. Doctor, damn. Captain, we're losing systems across multiple decks. The deuteronium tanks are empty. Warp core's gone to gray mode. We're on reserves barely. Mr. Paris, take the helm. Scan for the nearest source of deuteronium. External sensors are offline. Stellar cartography must be down. Voyager's blind, Captain. This is where the fun part starts. Janeway to engineering. We need stellar cartography back up online now. We'll go through the boring details of that. Switch on. Captain, sensors are picking up something out there, but what Harry is trying to stammer is we're not in the Badlands anymore. What is that thing? Where are we? If our sensors are working, we just jumped over 70,000 light years into the Delta Quadrant. The Delta Quadrant? How? Captain, life support systems are failing. This array will have to wait, Mr. Paris. Take the helm, find us a deuterium source. One day I'll say that word right. And this is easy. Let's grab the deuterium then. Yeah, give me a second. I'll find it. I'll mark all these. Ooh, we got plenty this go around. I like it. We're gonna use the tractor beam because we need more of it. Should have picked the other one. That's what greedy gets you. Good, now what about this thing, this array? I can't tell, Captain, but our scanners detected a marquee vessel next to it. Scans for life? There's no one on board, Captain. Scan the array. Several life forms on board. Is one of them Vulcan? I'm not sure, Captain. The signals are weak. We'll just have to see for ourselves. I want the transporter room repaired and ready. We gotta go get some more fuel. So let's do all this first. Go to the furthest one. Work our way around. We'll go for the low. There we go. We're gonna get enough to where we have a stockpile. There we go. Alright, we're full on that. So let's go to our system. What we need is transporter room. Okay, so we need materials. Let's go get that. Job. Just don't do that yet. Transporters are back online, Captain. Mr. Paris set a course for this array. It's time to get some answers. We are not doing that yet. We're gonna set ourselves up for above success. Figured this out in my second playthrough. Sometimes you gotta plan for the what if. This is definitely one of those moments. Alright, we're at 1500, 137, and 15 dilithium. Alright, let's fix some stuff. Switch on. Get our science laboratory going. Sick bay going. So we gotta wait for one of our engineers to be done with a job, and then we'll be able to start on the sick bay. And then engineering office, so we have another engineer. So we're gonna do a little build and grab, as I call it. Get your ship. Science laboratory is ready. Get sick bay done. Collect this. Let's go get some more fuel. Ensign Kim and Mr. Paris, get ready for your first away mission. Yes, ma'am. Tom and Kim. Captain, we seem to have materialized in the middle of a cornfield. This place is eerily similar to Earth, but something's off. Any suggestions on what we should do next? Scan for life first. Success. Captain, this old man seems harmless enough. He might know what's going on here. How should we approach him? Well, this has a better outcome. Read his body language for clues. Putting on an act. Affirmative. The old man wasn't much help. We'll try to find the marquees ourselves. There's a large barn behind the farmhouse. The tricorder readings are off the charts. There's definitely something strange about it, especially the back wall. This is the one. Critical success. Nice. These people must be missing the missing Marquis. They are being held here. Captain, we must go get them out of here. This is important. You mess this stuff up, you miss this crew member. And what you want to do is wake up this one. Ooh. I messed up. That wasn't good. And I'm not going back, but it is what it is. I actually needed him to wake up and come to the ship because he becomes the Marquis pilot. Captain, what happened over there, Mr. Paris? We lost contact with you for several hours. What? But we were there only for an hour, right, Harry? Harry. He was just behind me. Then he's still on the array, but why were you released and not him? The Marquis are hailing us, Captain, putting them on screen. I'm Commander Chakotay of the Marquis. My chief engineer, Belana Torres, is missing. Is she with you? No, Commander. One of our own is also missing. It seems we share a problem, and it would make sense if we solved it together. 3 of us will beam over to your ship. Look who it is. Captain, this is Tuvok. Oh, I know who he is. I'm glad to have you back, Tuvok. As I am, Captain. Commander Chakotay, I must inform you that I was assigned to infiltrate your crew. Were you going to deliver us to Starfleet's waiting hands, Vulcan? Correct. However, I assure you I performed my duties aboard your ship to the highest standards. That is Tuvok. Charming. And I see you have Paris with you too. Are you forming a Marquis Traders Club, Captain? You win some, you lose some, Commander. Let's focus on bringing Torres and Kim back from the array. We can't get back inside. They're sealed the entrance and are blocking incoming hails. Lieutenant Tuvok, can you get down to engineering and find a way to bypass whatever's jamming our communications? Report back as soon as you have a solution. Good to know. Deck 5. Alright. We already did that. Step ahead of you, buddy. Life support restored on Deck 5, Captain. Engineering office is now accessible. I'm aware that I'm the one that did it. Before you even showed up, like a psychic. Engineering office is fully operational again, Captain. We now have an additional work team to carry out 2 tasks simultaneously. Imagine that, buddy. Imagine that. Logically, we should now focus on Deck 2 and a mess hall to ensure crew's food supply. Imagine that. See why I did what I did? Now you see. Repairs in progress. Until completion, we should address the crew's accommodation. The room must be cleared to create for residential sections. I will do so. Had to wait for you to say that, though. Oh, here's a problem. We gotta get some resources. So, mess hall is ready. We got 111. All right, we'll do that. Premium replicator food is somehow better than real food. Just keep that in mind, folks. Okay, that's on remove.
Very good.
Alright, let's see. We really need this going. But we got 2 working at the moment, so once that happens, there we go, enter ship. That is ready. Let's remove this. And this one when time is ready. Gather some fuel. We are maxed out and capped at the moment. So what we're gonna do is just sail for a second. Pass off the time ticker. This room is now ready. Okay, we got. There we go. We don't have this unlocked yet, so we do emergency quarters. Close. We're gonna empty this out so we can get 2 more in here, plus a battery. Caretaker. Captain, the array's jamming signal has been neutralized. We should be able to establish communication. Let's hope they respond. Hail to the array. Oh, who's this? Why are you bothering me? Oh, it's you. Why are you back? You don't have what I need. I remember that voice, Captain, the old guy with the banjo. Though he seemed a lot less jellyfish back on the array. I'm Captain Janeway of the Federation starship Voyager. We mean no harm to you. We just want our people back. Your people? Your people are no longer here. They might have what I need. You'll just have to leave them. Scanning the array. You always want to do the bottom one. We are entrusted with their safety. Their families and friends rely on us to bring them back home. They are our responsibility. I understand, but I have no choice. There just isn't enough time. Time for what? I must honor a debt that can never be repaid. Find something that cannot be found. Offer your help. What are you looking for? Maybe we can help. You? I've searched the galaxy with methods beyond your comprehension. No, there's nothing you can do. No, you're stealing my time. Don't you understand? I don't have time, not enough time. We've been cut off, Captain. Damn it, we've gotten any closer to Harry and Torres. You managed to get him to open up a bit. Maybe Starfleet's diplomacy isn't so bad after all. Captain, if I may, I have observed that the array has been sending energy pulses towards the 5th planet of our neighboring system ever since our arrival. Given the lack of information regarding our missing crew location, investigating this planet appears to be the most logical next step. It's the only lead we have. Thoughts, Commander? It seems our paths are intertwined, Captain. Let's use this opportunity to find our people and bring them back. Agreed, Mr. Paris. Take the helm. Let's find our people. Let's go get some fuel. That's where we're going next. It's time for a new room. That's cooking. We'll get another thing fixed. Let's get the shuttle bay fixed. 2 engineers are used. So in 2 cycles I can get the shuttle bay. Roger, so get the lower one. This big one will be a waste. Let's do another fly. Here's your ship. There, we got crew quarters now. Let's get this going. Oh, wait a second. What do I need? Okay. That's something we don't have in this sector. We're going to have to leave this sector and go to the next one. No other option because everything we needed here has been depleted. Enter ship. Let's see if we can make a battery. Not yet. We can do cargo though. Ready that building. Let's see. There it is. We can repair it, but we need the 2 tritaniums. We have arrived to our destination. All right, let's scan for everything. Not here. All right. Let's check the other sector. Blocked. All right, this one doesn't have it. And the other one doesn't have it. We'll try this. Hope for the best. All it did was give us science points. We actually kind of need those though. Continue. Well, we got main shield and phasers, so that's good. We need that. There we are, Captain. And might I say, what a ride. Voyager handles like a dream, responsive and agile. Don't get too carried away, Mr. Paris. Let's see what we have here. What's so special about this ugly old space rock? Anything noteworthy about the energy pulses? They are consistently targeting a single location, a barren piece of the desert. I recommend an away team investigates the area. There's something else. The interval between each pulse has decreased by 0.47 seconds since we left the array. They're getting faster. The entity said he's running out of time, right? Whatever that means. We better hurry. Do one more scan. It has all the basic characteristics of a Class M planet, but no ocean, no river, nothing. However, there are settlements. Why would anyone want to live here? Analyze the atmosphere. The atmosphere contains no nucleogenic particles, Captain. The planet is incapable of producing rain. I've studied thousands of Class M planets. I've never seen an atmosphere without nucleogenics. There must have been some kind of extraordinary environmental disaster. Another mystery we can deal with later. Prepare the away team. The 2 you want to go down is not Kim. It's Tuvok and Chakotay. Captain, a small ship is approaching. They're hailing us. On screen. Well, look who it is. Nilek. Greetings. Looking for something on this dusty old rock? Would we find anything, mister? Never seen a ship like yours. Let me guess. You were whisked away from somewhere else in the galaxy and brought here against your will. Sounds as if you heard this story before. Thousands of times. Well, hundreds of times. Maybe 50 times. But the caretaker has been bringing ships here for months now. The caretaker? That's what the Ocampa call him. He probably snatched some of your crew too, right? They're likely down on the planet with Ocampa. But Captain, it's a tricky place, dangerous. You could use a guide, but of course a guide needs a little, compensation. Sounds fair. Wonderful. To be honest, I've had it rough recently. Those pesky voles have been nibbling away at my supplies. Some food and water would be most welcome. If you help us find our missing crew, you will have all the food and water you want. It's a deal. His belly led him. Just keep that in mind. Alright, let's see what we can do on the ship with what we have. We're still missing titanium. We really, really need that. So, the things we need to upgrade, we can't upgrade yet. So the next step is to see if we can go. It's still blocked. So let's try to nibble away at what we have. Collect. So we are full. Do not collect any more until we get a let's see, can we? It'll have to be on this deck, but I don't want it on that deck. I'm gonna have to do it here. What is it? 3? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I don't even have that. The life support. Yeah, I need that. So we got 3 right here. We should do that. We need that so we can add more stuff. Still can't do that. We can fix the workshop. And we can repair the torpedo launcher, which we will do. In the workshop, for those that don't know, I've seen this a million times. You only get 38 torpedoes. After that, you can't get any more. Wrong. You get the workshop to level 2, you can build torpedoes. For those who's never made it that far. There you go. There's your secret pie. There's your apple pie right there. You'll have all the torpedoes you will ever be able to launch out of this. Get this to level 2. Enough said. Alright, now, while that is doing that, I'm just going to do some fly around. Build one of the quarters. We will do that. We got 40 clicks to do that. Enter ship. Workshop is done. We're not going to answer the hail yet because we got some rooms to remove. 1, 2. As soon as we get another engineer, we will do it. That's our next room. Caretaker. What a delicious meal. A culinary masterpiece. I have never encountered such a tangy but comforting, smooth yet vibrant concoction. What was it called? Tomato soup. I love that. Tomato soup. I'm something of a culinary wizard myself, you know. My Alfarian hair pasta bowl is widely known for its bold, mouth-watering taste. Mr. Lilacs, I am pleased you are enjoying yourself, but we need your assistance now. Yes, your missing crew, right. Scan the southern continent and look for a range of dead volcanoes. At their foot, you will find a Kazan Ogla encampment. Kazan Ogla? One Kazan sect of many. They control this part of the quadrant. They're a bit difficult, but with the right approach, even they can be reasoned with. I thought you said the Ocampa had our people. Well, the Ocampa do have our people, it's just finding them is a bit tricky. My old pal Mei Javan, the Olga leader, might know where to look. He's a nice guy, a bit of a gruff, but he owes me a favor. Ask more. Anything else we should know? Water is a precious commodity around these parts. The Olga, they mostly get theirs through trade, so a little liquidity diplomacy could go a long way. That means trade water. Send the away team. You always want to ask as many questions that are available. Never skip, ever, in this game. The less you know, the worse off you will be. What are we doing? 1 cycle, 3 cycles. Okay. Enter ship. Ready this. Change it to. I want to harvest more of that, or have the ability to store more of that, because right now it's capped us at 150, and there's more than 150 right here in this place. So we're going to go grab this, stock up, so we're going to need it. Ruined room is ready. Let's make it new. Now that mission's gone because we have now completed it. There we go. 35 cycle. We'll get it done in 5. Next on the agenda, let's see. Repair the torpedo bay. Alright. Let's go get our resources. Let's go for the max. Good deal. 117. We're now at 200. Build an additional cargo bay. I will do that. That is not an issue. Let's go get some fuel, because we're at 803 and dropping. Let's get the most we can get. There we go. We are now capped and full. Let's go to the ship. 3 cycles on that. Shield generator is running. Let's do another room. Okay, we have to wait 1 cycle. Let's just fly here for the 1 cycle. There we go. Enter ship. Torpedo room is ready. Let's clear this. 3 cycles, we'll have a new room. So that's more than enough for the crew. Let's get... Actually, delay that. Cancel. Get this done. Actually, where was the other one built? Where did I build it? Engineering, sick bay, science lab, cargo bay. So right underneath, we need life support working, and that requires something we don't have. So we're gonna have to go with the deck. It's already opened. There we go. 5 cycles. That's our new cargo bay next to the science laboratory, which actually kind of works out. Anything else? We still can't go up. We'll wait till we go into this right here, which I should have started last round. Engineering, science or engineering? Engineering, because we need to get our ducks in a row. Small battery, plasma torch. We need the plasma torch because every room we clean out, you're gonna get 25% more resources back for that. So that's a must. That is your first thing, because you're going to be doing a lot of cleaning before you get your ship back into working order. All right, back to space. We're good on that. We're good on that. Let's check the sector. Deal with the array. Campa. Enter ship. Crew quarters is ready. Morale went up 100, which is good. You never want morale to go down. Let's clear this room out. This is still on cycle. We're going to do another emergency quarters right there. And this is going to become cargo number 2. So both of those missions will be dealt with. Send away team. Okay, we're going to do him, Chakotay, and here's the thing you need to think about. All these listings is what you have combined. What's the one thing missing right there? Tulak. Now it's lit up. Anytime you have an away team, you never want to see a bit of gray. And yes, we have overkill on diplomacy, but we can actually talk our way through most things now because of that. Because if you use both of the diplomacy for both of them, it's a bonus. So keep that in mind. And another thing, look what we have. We have our offense, our weapon. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's overkill. 3 is good. 2, not enough. 1 is too little. So keep that in mind. The away team materializes in a small valley between the dead volcanoes, and the sun burns down on them mercilessly. The air is hot and dry, and the sand wind whips into their eyes. Captain, our tricorders are malfunctioning, probably because of the energy impulses. How do we get our bearings in this dust bowl? Survivalist, which is real easy to do, and plus you get fuel points for that. Don't struggle. Even though I have the bonus capabilities to do this, they're both going to be fatigued. You do not want that. Anytime you see something labeled in green, do that, no matter what. Success. Using your survival skills, the position of the sun, Chakotay determines the cardinal directions. Look at that. He now uses the landscape as a compass. Brilliant. Captain, a sandstorm is heading our way. We need to find cover fast. Build a temporary shelter. Cross the fingers. Cross the fingers. This is almost 50-50. Good. We did it. And plus we got some resources out of that. Captain, we reached the settlement. How should we approach the people here? Let Nilek talk. He's the one that's familiar with this place. The last thing you want to be doing is talking in someone's backyard. Even though we failed this, it's better that he did that. Seems like the Kazalon don't find Nilek as charming as he led us to believe. How should we appease them, Captain? This is how. When that fails, you go full guns a-blazing. I'll explain why. As soon as you show force around them, they leave you alone. They don't even try to come at you. Remember, reasoning. Things are getting out of hand, Captain. We should retreat. What is more valuable? Secure with phaser fire. All 3 of them. Neither one of us are going to get here. None of us are going to get hurt. Plus we got some resources and fuel out of that. No one died. We all came back. They all leveled up a level 2. And this is where the deceit happens. My dearest Kess, didn't I promise I'd save you? I knew you would come for me, my love. You lied and endangered my crew. This is not how trust is built, Mr. Nilek. He was desperate, Captain, but I understand I want to repay you and your crew for saving me. As Jabin said, the access to the underground city is controlled by the caretaker. There is a tunnel, but the caretaker sealed it with a security barrier. We may be able to transport through the barrier if we have the slightest breach. A transport signal amplifier would be necessary. Excellent idea. Cass, can you help us once we've located the breach? Of course, it's the least I can do. I'm grateful now. Ask Cass what she knows about the caretaker. What can you tell us about the caretaker? For generations, he has provided the Ocampo with food, water, energy, and protection from the outside world. Any idea why he does it or where he came from? No. We do have stories and legends about him, but they're just stories and legends. Ask Kess why she came to the surface. If it's so dangerous on the surface, why did you leave your home? I felt a strong pull to explore the world beyond the city. I yearned for the freedom to discover new things and learn about myself. Seeing my people so desperate, dependent on the caretaker, unable to even think for themselves, it was unbearable. We once possessed telepathic abilities, but these atrophied over many generations. We have things to do, or ask Kess about how they met. Mr. Nyx, I'm curious, how did you two meet? I met Kess while trading with the Gazan Ogla. They enslaved her, but she was kind, even to someone like me. I had to get her out. He visited, brought me gifts, made me laugh. He was the only good thing in that terrible place. We fell in love. I admit I used you, Captain. I apologize, but I'd do it again in a heartbeat. We have things to do. All right, someone get started on the transport signal amplifier, and Kess will go to sick bay and have you examined. Time to do some research. Computer initiate emergency medical holographic program. Please state the nature of your medical emergency. Doctor, our chief medical officer is dead. You have to take over the sick bay for now, and this patient, Kess. There's no need for concern. I am capable of treating any injury or disease, a broken ulna, a few minor bruises and gashes. Nothing I can't handle. You are in the most capable hands, young lady. Thank you, Doctor. That's very kind of you. I expect you to do your best, Doctor. Do my best, Captain. I am programmed for optimal medical care. What else would I do? Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a patient to attend to and a sick bay to reorganize. Time to learn this. Which puts this on pause, but you kind of have to right now. That'll get dealt with. And we got 2 cycles going off at the same time, which is going to be good because that's 2 engineers freed up. In that time, we should go grab this. We're just going to sit here because, see, that got us the time we needed to remove these. This is going to be a cargo bay. Oops, wrong one. Cargo bay. And crew quarters. We're 14 shy. This will fix that because this holds 18. And as soon as we get the ability to make crew quarters, these will be removed and new quarters will be replaced, same way with captain's quarters, etc. There we go, those are done. Signal amplifier is done. Workshop is done. Make these. Grab this. Actually, no, leave it for now. Wait for the time to pass. We're going to go to here for 2 cycles, just because we need that 2 cycles. Enter ship. Cargo bay is ready. Morale went up. This is going to hold more energy. Now we can store, what is it? I think it's 2,000. Yeah, now we can store up to 2,000, which is good. We're actually going to do that. Enter ship. Signal amplifiers have been complete and ready for use. Alright, let's go back to here, and we just hit an autosave. So that means we're at a part of the story where I can pause this and we can move on to the next chapter and the next episode. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to go grab this. Yep, 2,000. Good stuff. Enter ship. Plasma torch has been researched. Let's see what we can do in science. Field training. That would help with the away missions. Crew quarters is another one. So it's a matter of how we want to go. And then there's combat. Hull reinforcement. Hull reinforcement and captain's acknowledgement. This gives you happiness every time a good battle goes good. So I think we're gonna go this gives us high morale threshold. Yet, the better quarters the crew has, because right now everybody's crammed into an 18 count room, which the crew quarters only hold 10. More spacious, relaxable. You get more bonuses from this. And then there's the combat side. We really need hull reinforcement right now. So it's a roll of the dice how you want to go with these 3. Field training, hull reinforcement, or crew quarters. I'm going to choose crew quarters. Okay, that's ready. We got 2 people left with no room. So that's kind of a good thing that I'm going to be able to knock this out real quick. Okay, we can clear that. Clear that. We'll wait for the next. We're going to clear this whole deck because this half is done. A battery's going to go here. This one is damaged. Let's collect this because we can. There we go. Good stuff. We're full. You always want to stay capped or above what you actually need, because you never know what sector is going to have what. It's random every playthrough. And always play smart. And sometimes smart means greedy. Just think about what you're doing and whether your mission has a time cycle. Because if you're being greedy and flying around and grabbing everything, and you got a time cycle for a mission, and you need to fly there that's going to take 7 sectors, or 11 even, you're going to lose the mission. Because by the time you get there, the time is up. So always keep that in mind. And we're going to pause it on this one, drop a save, and I will see you in the next episode, Captains. Voyager out.